everyone else on the stage combined. Sean Spicer reacts now, Communications Director for the RNC. And, sir, good morning to you up early in Las Vegas. I am certain you take issue with what was said. Where do you want to start? What stands out first? Go.
There's two things that stand out. I think, one, Hillary Clinton was right. She has been consistent in the sense that she has been a consistent flip-flopper. There isn't an issue that she hasn't been on both sides on coming out, whether it's Keystone, the trade agreement, the gun issue. Over and over again, she has been on both sides of an issue. So I'll give her credit for saying at least she was consistent as a flip-flopper. But the big takeaway for me, Bill, is the disconnect between the mainstream media and actually the Democratic activists coming out of last night. To listen to a lot of folks in the mainstream media talk about it, Hillary Clinton was resoundingly the winner. But focus group after focus group and social media stat after social media stat shows that Bernie Sanders was the clear winner. You look at the number of people who searched after the debate in Google, and hands down, Bernie Sanders won. Facebook likes were way up for Bernie Sanders, and every single focus group that was conducted on every station was for Bernie Sanders.
You mentioned Keystone. That came up last night. It's been a hot topic for the past week. Past couple of years, you could argue. She answered it this way. Watch.
You know, everybody on this stage has changed a position or two. We've been around a cumulative quite some period of time. We know that if you are learning, you're going to change your position. I never took a position on Keystone until I took a position on Keystone.
Now, Republicans are already suggesting that was a John Kerry moment. I was before it, before I was against it. How did you hear it?
That's right. I think the same way. I really do think that John Kerry must have been doing debate prep with her, because that was an unbelievably ridiculous answer. To say that I haven't had a position until I had a position. She knew what she was doing as Secretary of State. She's been talking about this for a while. I think that she's been trying to thread the needle between the environmental base of the Democratic Party and the labor base of the Democratic Party. And that's why she was against Keystone, or for Keystone, then against it, but then on the trade the same way. She's trying to continue to keep that base together that Bernie Sanders, frankly, continues to threaten.
Well, Sean, I hear the point you're making here, but I wonder if this even, does it hurt her against, when you consider Democrats?
Does it hurt her?
Does it hurt her among Democrats?
Well, I think what people find appealing about Bernie Sanders on the left is that he is authentic. He may be a little crazy, and he may say some outlandish things, but people believe that he actually means what he says. With Hillary Clinton, the biggest problem that she has is this lack of trustworthiness. And to see her continue to flip-flop on issues only continues to magnify that reason that people aren't comfortable with her.
One more thing here. Clinton on the Benghazi and the emails happened about an hour into the debate, and this is how part of it came out. Watch.
I am going to be testifying. I've been asking to testify for some time, and to do it in public, which was not originally agreed to. But let's just take a minute here and point out that this committee is basically an arm of the Republican National Committee.
You know, the room loved that comment, suggesting the vast right-wing conspiracy of the 1990s is still there and probably even expanding to this day. You say what?
Well, I think that's a really nice talking point for her, but I would only refer her back to the President of the United States, her former boss, the leader of the Democratic Party, who said on Sunday night that she had a problem with the emails and she didn't handle it right. So her email scandal and how she handled Benghazi are legitimate questions, and for her to make these things small issues is just another talking point by her to get rid of the fact that people don't think that she handled this right, that people don't think that she handled Benghazi right, and that she has some explaining to do, and she should come forward and answer the questions.
Well, she's got 8 days to think about that a week from tomorrow. Sean Spicer, thank you. From Las Vegas today, Communications Director for the RNC, with a reaction from the Republican side. Sean, thanks. Here's Martha.
Thanks, Bill.